day, and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm for the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it black.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Finds an opening past the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
General, rush in. He's coming. We got double up. Check the leg.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got room. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lewis here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we have.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, Only way to play good defense.
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, Mariota completes it to Davis. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 3.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Where are they, King?
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
26 outside. Here I come. Here I come.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. Looking deep here for Dion Lewis. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is all the way up past the 25. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing, Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's not going to get me. 3. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Mariota to throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing today. You go back. Kill. He's crashing.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. A big play there by Gordon. 67 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Ingram. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down and goal. Today,